guys use like a matchup zone on defense. What were your thoughts on that? Seeing it
Yeah, just we've put it in training camp and worked out on a little bit the first couple of practice. Very similar to Miami. Took a little bit of that. Something I just wanted to try out, just to throw teams off. That team was first in 3-point and first in offensive rebound. We gave up 10 in the first half. That's why we were only up 2. And then we cut that, only giving up 3, I believe, 2 or 3 in the second half. That's why we could extend the lead. But the zone's there, especially with teams that can shoot threes, to be able to shoot the type of threes we want them to shoot. Credit these guys, though. That's an NBA-style offense. They're unselfish. They play very, very well. I thought it was going to be a lot closer game. I told the guys. But credit them, those guys without Hardy. Guys getting more of an opportunity. AJ, Taze Moore, some of these guys, Jelly showed you what he could do. And so for me, I pride myself as a player coach. Put these guys in positions I think that they're going to be successful, and I give Jelly a little bit more leeway to do what he does best.
It seems a common theme throughout summer league has been focusing on like ice coverage and low man rotations.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on how that's been executed now that the 5 games are over?
I thought it was up and down for Lively. I thought low man for Omax was phenomenal. I thought Derek, which we're going to have all August and September work on him, has to work on his channel ones, which basically means you're up at the level of touch of the screen with the no roller behind. So when the big gets out, you have to get out, and then you have to meet the guard in the restricted area called veer, which is basically a switch, and meet him at the rim. It's one of the toughest things to do in the NBA, especially with these talented guards, and that's why we drafted him. And so it'll take some time, but he's going to work at it. But you got to ice. You got to put him on that sideline so you have 3 defenders on the backside to be able to low man and X out and get into your rotations. But, I mean, man, listen, they had 1 practice before. We had 2 practices. We've been here 2 off days, 4-1. I'm just happy for the opportunity. I want to thank Mark Cuban, Nico Harrison, and Jay Kidd. It's my first real time. I want to do it one more time next year, and then I'll be ready to go.
What do you think of the odds of Walker ending up in y'all's or somebody's training camp this year?
Well, I think with Jelly, didn't we give him an E10? I think we gave Jelly an E10 if I'm not mistaken. So he's gonna be with us until we say otherwise. That's what I think for him. If he's serious about it, you gotta listen to the Van Fleet podcast that he did. Any 6-foot guard underneath has to pick up full court, has to be tough and be able to be scrappy and be a pest defensively, and has to be able to shoot the 3. He can shoot the 3. He's not a pest defensively. So he has to work on his lateral of getting underneath them. Kyle Lowry, charge taker. Van Fleet, quick hands. And so that's something he has the offense. Has to work on a little bit of decision making because he's so small in there to find the corner, to find the late lob. But defensively, if he can just work on that, which is tough. I mean, if anyone can play defense, man, it's tough in this league.
Does he shoot like this all the time?
He does. He pre-draft camp had the highest Mavs 100. I think out of 100 shots, I think he made 84 or 85 at the all pre-draft camp. It's one of the reasons why he was here. So his shooting is one of the number one thing. Cuban loves him for that.
I've seen he had a couple passing plays. Like there was a sequence where he swung the ball from one corner to the weak side corner, and then hit the roller.
Step up hammer. We did a little ATO for that one. It's they're gonna switch it. Usually the 1-4 they were switching. I said no matter what, drive that baseline. Silva did a good back screen for Brandon and made it was one of the few good ATOs. I'm just trying to work on that every day and watching film of all the top coaches of what works with our type style. But I mean, listen, Jelly wakes up naturally a guy who can put the ball on the rim. He has a swagger that you know how the New York guys are, talking trash, having a good time, make you laugh. He's been a joy. And so I always try as a coach, give you something to take with you that can help you either get to the league or make more money overseas. And for him, it's defensively being a pest.
How would you rate the overall growth of Omax and Lively after?
If I had to give it, I would say 7 out of 10 for Lively, which he has a ways to go of learning of our defensive coverages being up. I think his condition will only get better. Omax, a 9 out of 10. Omax is phenomenal. He's ahead of the curve. Lively will get there. Lively has potential. He's going to be a starting center of Dallas Mavericks one day. But Omax is just right there. The 3-and-D, those guys, it's easier to transition. You switch. Offense, he's a bull going at you. Has to work on his decision-making a little bit when he gets in that paint. But myself and Dallas Mavericks organization are happy for what they did. And if we wasn't, I would tell you here.
You said he's ahead of the curve, Max. Why do you think
Well, someone I played, I know how a first-round draft pick is supposed to be. I was 22. Defensively, he's an above-average defender right now. He has the build and the size. He has the mental capability of knowing when to switch, knowing when to be low man, when to show his hands. Offensively, he doesn't do too much. He either shoots catch and shoot or drives. He doesn't shy away from contact. Usually at that age, if you look at his body, already a man's built, so you can only imagine when he's going to be in 2-3 years in the weight room. And for the nuances is right now is just learning the mental game and learning the film of watching the players and their tendencies, and that will come, and that's my job, Sweeney and his coaching staff, to get these players ready.
We've heard so much comparisons about Live to Tyson. Any Max comparisons that you see?
That's a great question. To put a little pressure on this guy. I don't want to short him on some of this stuff like that because offensively he has a bigger package and stuff like that. But, I mean, I would say a bigger Marcus Smart. I think of that in the way his size is built. Marcus Smart made himself into a pretty good shooter. He's a little more erratic, but I think he has that defensive capability to be able to guard multiple 1 through 4. I think offensively he's got a better driving ability, but I don't even think it's a great comparison but I think he just has the built to be a all-team defensive player one day in this league. And so offensively, it's as good as how he wants to put the work in.
Tell me a little bit about the growth process you feel like you've gone through start to finish in this camp.
I mean, yeah, definitely a really big growing process. First game didn't play at all. Second game played a little bit. Third game played more. Fourth game played more. Fifth game played more. Feel like I just took advantage of my opportunity. I feel like that's what I definitely started to do, and I feel like everyone saw that. Just thankful to God, thankful to the Mavs organization for believing in me and even allowing me to be here. But, I just continue to grow every game. The game sort of slowing down for me more and more, and I feel like from the first game, probably from the second game to this game, it definitely should look like that as well. But, just blessed and thankful for the opportunity.
Mavs fans are going to want to know, do you shoot like this all the time?
Go watch my UAB highlights. I shoot. I've done it for 2 years straight now, so I feel like that's what I do. I shoot the ball really well, and obviously every night you're not going to make shots, but for the most parts, most nights I can shoot the ball.
Did you already sign the E10 contract?
Yeah, I have an E10 contract, yes, sir.
What helped you to stay sharp and ready when you didn't receive playing time early on?
Like I said, my story when I was younger, I never was the guy. I never started on a team until I didn't even start in the high school team until my senior year of high school. So I understand how to play a role. I know what it takes to win. And whether you don't play, whether you're the water boy, whether you're a manager, a coach, a player who's on the floor, or the star of the team, or the head coach, it all plays a part into winning. So I understand that whatever my role is to winning, that's what I'm going to do. So whether I got to sit on the bench and cheer my teammates on and be the loudest cheerleader, I'll do that. If I got to play 30 minutes and be the guy to where I take all the shots and do everything I'm supposed to do, I'll do that as well. I'm just a winner at heart. And whatever I need to do to win, that's what I do.
Great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.